There's a brand ranking #1 on Google right now. Solid domain authority, strong backlinks, years of good SEO work, and ChatGPT has never once mentioned them. I've seen this firsthand with clients. It's not a fluke, it's a pattern, and it's getting worse. Here's the number that should worry you. Google's top 10 results used to account for 76% of ChatGPT citations. That number is now 38%, and 75% of all AI citations come from sources that don't even appear in Google's top results. Meaning the game has completely changed, and most marketers don't know it yet. And the ones still optimizing purely for Google ranking are quietly becoming invisible for their customers that are actually asking questions. So I want to break down exactly what's driving this. 5 patterns from real data, because the fix isn't complicated, but you have to understand what AI is actually doing before any tactic make. The concept that explains everything: retrieval. AI search has one job. It's not to rank the most popular page. It's to surface the highest domain authority. It retrieves the most trustworthy, relevant, and extractable answer for a given question. That last word is the one most people skip over: the question. Extractable. Can the AI cleanly pull a usable answer from your content? If it can't, it skips you. Even if you're well known, even if you rank well, even if your content is genuinely good. Unextractable content is invisible content, and everything that follows comes back to that word. Pattern 1. Google rank barely predicts whether AI cites you. We ran 4,381 prompts across 500 commercial keywords through LLMs. Ranking #1 on Google gave a 31.4% AI mention rate. By position 4, that dropped to 2.6%, and 90% of the pages ChatGPT cites ranked 21 or lower on Google. Think about what that means. AI is pulling from sources Google itself barely acknowledges. The brand I mentioned at the start, #1 ranking, 0 AI citations, had built every piece of content on their own website and never established presence anywhere else. No G2 reviews, no Reddit threads, no YouTube coverage, no niche publication mentions, nothing. So AI had nowhere to find them except on their own domain, which it could find but couldn't extract cleanly from. Compare that to a mid-sized SaaS company we worked with. Never really did SEO, doesn't rank on Google for much, but they show up constantly in ChatGPT because they're mentioned in G2 reviews, Reddit threads, YouTube explainers, and niche industry publication. AI pulls from all of those. So the actual question isn't, do I rank on Google? It's, where is AI already looking in my niche, and am I mentioned there? That's the only question that you need to think of. Go run a few prompts on your core topic and look at what gets cited. Reddit threads, YouTube channels, review sites, niche blogs. Those are the places. Get your brands into them, because that would open a whole new world for you. Pattern 2, your website now matters more than you think, but only if it's structured right. The one genuinely surprised me, and it flips the conventional wisdom. Everyone's been saying AI is answering questions directly, which means your website matters less. The data from a single model update shown the exact opposite. With ChatGPT 5.3, the default model most people were using, only 8% of citations went to brand websites. With GPT 5.4, the premium thinking tier, that number jumped to 56%, a 7 times increase in one update. Why? Because ChatGPT 5.4 runs 8.5 subqueries per prompt instead of 1, and it goes to brand websites first, when it already knows who you are. 37% of ChatGPT 5.4 query types are site operators. It's going directly to your domain. It already knows your brand. It's checking whether your site is worth pulling from. And for a lot of brands, the answer right now is no. Not because the content is bad, because it's unextractable. Walls of text, no clear headings, no FAQ section, nothing that lets AI cleanly pull a 2-sentence answer from your site. So it skips the page entirely. And there's also this, Nearly 6% of websites are accidentally blocking AI crawlers in their robots.txt file. If that's you, none of this matters. AI literally cannot see you. Check that first, then look at your 10 best content pages and ask one question honestly. Could AI extract a clean 2-sentence answer from each section? If not, restructure them. Add FAQ sections, written the way people actually type questions into ChatGPT. Put answers at the top of each section, not buried at the bottom. Pattern 3. The platforms barely overlapped and most brands are only on one. When most marketers say AI search, they mean ChatGPT. That's a problem. ChatGPT has 1.2 billion users and drives 78% of LLM traffic, but Gemini has grown 5 times in visitors since 2024, while ChatGPT grew 1.64 times in the same period, and Claude is the fastest growing referral traffic right now. And Meta AI has 1 billion users and almost no marketers are optimizing for it at all. And these platforms don't pull from the same places. A brand tracking their ChatGPT visibility and declaring victory on AI search is like checking one social media and calling it a social strategy. I've seen a B2B SaaS company map which platforms they actually buy from. Finance directors live on Gemini, developers on Claude, marketing teams use ChatGPT. They build distinct strategies for each, and that's how you think about this, not AI search, as one unified thing, but 5 different ecosystems with different source pools and different audiences. Ask in your sales calls which AI tools your buyers actually use. You'll be surprised. Then for each platform, look at what source types it is, what source types it prefers, and whether you have presence there. Pattern 4, entity association beats everything else. Traditional SEO optimized for backlink count. AI search optimizes for something different, completely different, something association. How confidently the model connects your brand to a specific topic across the entire web, not just on your site. And 68% of marketers responding to the AI search challenge right now are publishing listicles on their own site and listings themselves as the best option. That builds neither real authority nor entity association. ChatGPT is weighing who cites you, not just how often you publish. Self-promotion doesn't move the needle. Third-party validation does. Google has a knowledge graph with 54 billion real-world entities in it. If your brand isn't clearly defined in that system, connected to a specific topic confirmed by third-party sources, you're effectively invisible to AI search. The brands getting cited constantly have Wikipedia presence, industry reports, citations, podcast appearances, third-party reviews, niche publication mentions. AI associates their name with a specific topic confidently because the whole web confirms it. The goal isn't more content on your site, it's more trusted third parties confirming of who you are. Pattern 5. Fresh content gets cited. A lot of brands have great content, well-structured, strong entity footprint, good third-party mentions, and they're still not getting cited as they should because they haven't updated most of their content in years. AI models have a really strong freshness bias. GPT 5.2 pulled 33% of its citations from content published in the last 30 days. Google cites content that's about 130 days old on average. ChatGPT 80 days, Claude 62 days. The freshness window keeps tightening. And I've seen brands with definitive guides published in 2022, well-structured, great depth, strong backlinks, never cited by AI because newer sources keeps outranking them on recency. Meanwhile, brands that methodically publish their highest value pages every quarter, update the data, refresh the examples, they show up consistently, not because AI rewards effort, because fresh content signals that the information is still accurate. Take your 10 highest value pages, build quarterly refresh cycles, update the data, improve the structure, and add new examples. Treat them like living documents, not finished products. All 5 patterns come back to the same question. Can AI confidently retrieve you as a trusted answer? not the most popular answer, not the highest ranked answer on Google, the most retrievable one. From trusted sources, obviously. In a clear, structured, confirmed by third-party updates, recently enough to still be relevant. And the brands winning right now aren't doing more than everyone else. They're doing the right things in the right places. The game has two sides, two boards, and most brands are still only playing on one. If you like this kind of content, please leave a subscribe and a like button. I'm gonna put more of these out and focus on GEO and how AI engines reflect in the whole marketing space. Until the next one, cheers.